Alright, so we are getting into my video on the PBE, which, to be honest, I wish I had normal gameplay for you, but I don't have that. And the reason I don't have that is because I keep playing PBE games, and I'm having the same problem over and over again. And what is that? This new system makes it so that if one team gets the feat of strength, the other team FFs the game before this thing, the Atakhan, even spawns. And so I've been trying to like balance this kind of like back and forth of I need to get the buff so that I can buy the boots. But once I get the buff, I need to start inting so that the other team doesn't FF. But once I start that, my own team starts AFKing and FFing. And so I've had like 4 games now where one team is FFing at 15-20 minutes, and the one game it didn't was my own team FF'd, or basically like 2-3 people AFK'd, even though we had the buffs, because they're just all running around. Like, you know, obviously I'm like, you know, I understand why the Ahri was mad at me, okay? I'm running into the enemy jungle, basically inting, right? Trying to make it look like I'm not inting, but that's clearly what I'm trying to do, because I'm trying to make sure that the other team doesn't FF the game. Infuriating. So instead of actually having a real game, I'm just going to explain what this stuff means. And I think the easiest way to do it is actually just to do this. So I'm amazed now that you can throw bots in here. First of all, best change ever. I want to mess with this. Second of all, what does this mean for Taric? It means that the best thing you can ever do as a Taric is just to run bot level 2 just like we always have. And guess what? This right here, this level 2 that we always do, is going to mean so much, because it is way easier to get first blood than it is to get first tower or first or 3 jungle objectives, in my opinion. Right? It's just like that is a lot. Like, you can immediately from the very start of the game get this basically securing so much. Like, do you know how hard it is to get first tower and 3 objectives? Like, you need a side lane winning, and you need like complete objective control. Like, that's once you get first blood, one team is like, GG. Like, yes, that exists in the current state of the game, but it's not as bad as this will be, right? People are going to, like, these games are going to want to be FF'd by, like, 8 minutes now. Like, they added 15-minute FF into the game, so that way, you know, people can, oh, yeah, this game is over, let's just get it out of it earlier. Now, like, they've almost, like, negated, this is like a reverse bounty system. You know, to keep leads that were made early matter. But it's just going to destroy people's mentals. Everyone is going to be so angry. But there is good news, though. People are actually going to care about 1 minute into the game, unlike now. Right now, they just walk to their lane, and they just AFK there, and then they wait for the game to start, the minions to crash, and that's it. Now, the game's going to start, and people are going to be like, we are 5-manning we are going in, we are finding that random, and we are killing them, because getting that first blood matters so much. Like, from red side, I'm going to be going bot every game. And even from here, like, why don't I just go red and just say, I don't care about my top side, just run them down, because this buff matters so much. So, like, I don't even know, what happens if I do, actually, I'm curious to see what happens. If I turn the minions off, what happens? Do they keep fighting? I'm actually like more interested in the fact that there's bots in practice tool than anything else, because now what happens if I fast forward? There's no minions, they can't do anything. So they're just randomly warding the jungle, because I'm trying to get like the Atakhan to spawn, right? Bro, they didn't do a single objective? So the Poppy, during that whole time, I was AFK in a bush for 10 minutes straight, and they didn't even... Huh? Oh my god, look at the gold, though. Look how fast it's going up. Okay, you know what? Let's just... let's just make some pretend things here. Let's grab, like, a Bork or something. I mean, I don't even need that. I can just, like, actually, like, cheat. This is so funny. You're gonna see so many, like, Korean faked videos of like the craziest kicks you've ever seen. Like, people are literally gonna go into this mode and they're gonna like fake real games for content. Like, that's gonna happen. Like, people are gonna be like, oh my god, he did this. Like, insane move and got a massive pentakill. Like, I can just imagine it now, right? So, for whatever reason, their jungler has been AFK for the past 10 minutes. I should probably turn on minions again. Maybe that'll make them show up again. But, like, I guess while I wait, because I probably have to wait, like, a little bit of time now. Let's just wait, like, the 4 minutes and actually, like, look. Because I don't, I want to make this video fast, as fast as it can possibly be anyway. So, when you buy boots, right, they have all these different things. Like this one. I think the best one for Taric is just, like, very easily, like, Lucili boots are already good. And then on top of that, it's old Shirelias. So, when you empower, protect an ally with abilities, you grants movement speed. And it's looks like it has a modifier on it, which is good, right? That's a good thing, because that means Taric, you know, like, if it's like a 6% or something for ranged, that's going to be so much better for Taric, right, to just basically go this. You know, there's things like, oh man, but if we need this, you know, it's going to have a nice magic shield. Yeah, okay, maybe that's good. Like, tabbies, it's like, okay, you know, physical shield, same thing. You know, berserkers, though, you know, same thing. Attacks against champions grant 50% movement speed. So you might think, like, oh man, wait, this is better. You gave him more movement speed than Lucili's gives you. But Lucili's, you don't have to actually hit an enemy champion, right? You can literally just W, like, Q or shield somebody, so that's going to be way better. This is literally just Mobies, right? They basically just gave, like, Mobies back by making the upgrade for it Mobies. That makes sense. You know, more magic pen, so that's cool, I guess. And then, you know, total movement speed, which I don't know, you know, I don't know the numbers, but basically, like, you know, these boot upgrades are kind of cool. But I think when this happens, I think they're going to have to actually adjust the, they're going to have to adjust how the bounty system works, because the bounty system needs to take this lead into consideration, or bounties are not going to mean anything anymore. I think that's probably the biggest thing, because it's like, all right, now I got the feat of strength and that, like, no one took a tower, I get it, but, like, now we have this. Because we have this, if I go and I buy my boots, you know, now I can also get the upgrade for the boots for just $750. That's pretty cheap. And what is it giving you flat? It's giving you 1545. It's giving you 2550. You know, it's got a little bit of stats in it, not so bad. Basically, a free Shirley's passive for, you know, less than the cost of a Bramble, which is pretty nice, honestly. So, you know, once you get to this point in the game, it's like, what do they do? Like, if you saw this game, first of all, you'd be like, what is this, Twisted Tree Line? But no, there's not a lot. I should talk about other things, too. So, most of the runes are the same. For Taric, other than this one, they completely got rid of, you know, I'm one of the very few players that actually enjoys the small magical shield. But now it's this. Now it's this Axiom Arcanist, where your spell has increased damage, healing, and shielding, which actually sucks, because our ultimate doesn't have damage, healing, or shielding. It's invulnerability. It's none of those things. So, guess what? We don't actually benefit from this, other than scoring a takedown with an enemy reduces your ultimate's current cooldown, which could be useful, right? Like, let's say you ult, and then you immediately get, like, 3 assists. You know, that's going to lower it a pretty incredible amount, right? 7%, you take, you know, what is this, 120 ulti? Let's just see what happens. All right, so now you got, you ult, what is it? Oh, it's because I have so much haste. I was like, well, how is that possible? But yeah, so, you know, that it might be nice. Let's just see if it works. Like, let's just go kill this guy. All right, so now, you know, a nice reduction. Will it add up? Yeah, but it makes me think that we probably will switch to Nimbus instead of that. And that's just my thought. Even though Taric loves ult haste. Yeah, if we lose half of that, you know, yeah, 12% more invulnerable is not gonna do anything. So we have to take that into consideration. Otherwise, you know, the items are practically the same. I just still need to see this thing, right? This Voracious Atakhan, right? And all it does, if I understand, right, the team that kills him gains a temporary one-time death prevention and permanently increases champion takedown gold. It also increases the stats you get from these, right? So, like, I can see that he's going to spawn here. And maybe I should go get like a jack show or something just to make sure none of them try to kill me while I fight this thing. You know, here he is in the river. And so what is he going to do? He's just going to walk around. Like if I walk up to him, does he start attacking me? No, he doesn't start attacking me. I also like how Poppy's supposed to be jungle, yet she's like playing mid lane. That's probably why she took no camps. Dude, this thing is so weak, actually. I mean, you could say, like, okay, Taric is, you know, he's got a Bork right now. Like, of course. But, like, this thing is not... That's basically Herald. You know? That's practically just a Herald. Oh, and this is telling me, I know. I gotta do this fast. But basically now, if I die, I get revived, which that's cool. Hopefully that lasts 150 seconds, so... Obviously, that's going to be really nice, right? You can now fully go all in with this. Obviously, that's pretty massive. Oh, wait. Oh my god, the Lucian flash. Nice. What? Oh, yeah, and that's right. You also go back to base, which is huge. But overall, like, I feel like it's going to be the same. I actually, like, without there being that many runes or item changes, and, like, there's just one extra, you know, we adjusted to Void Grubs. Like, this is not, like this thing is not that impactful. I think the biggest impact is the boot change. Not even because like these boots are actually that strong, but because of what this is going to do to people's mentals. People's mentals are going to be so bad because of feats of strength that like no one is going to want to play the game after like 5 minutes. So, you know, like once you see this, like this team is going to FF the game, right? They are not going to want to play and it's going to end. Which I mean. Are people going to hostage that? You know, also, what are they doing with this? What is the AI doing? The turrets are pretty cool, though. I will admit. These turrets are pretty sick looking. But, you know, overall, it's going to be about the same. Couple new runes, couple new things. It just means that, like, early game matters so much more. And Taric does have a good early game, right? Like, his level 2, level 3, level 4, when it's going to matter, is actually very, very good. So, like... Actually, like, is Taric jungle going to be better, you know, than some, like, scaling picks, like, take a Bel'Veth, take a Kindred, you know, like, their early game is still very good, but, like, obviously it's much stronger later, so, like, you could potentially take more aggressive early game runes than just, like, Phase Rush and, like, Rod. You know, I think that's what's going to happen. I'll probably end up going more, like, less Rod and more early game stuff. Like literally just Halo Blades, Cheese Bot. That kind of nonsense is probably going to be the best. But, you know, we'll see. I wish this could have been a real game on the PBE, but literally people are just FFing because they are just, like, so angry. Like, nothing is happening, so... So, yeah, that's about it. I kind of look forward to it, but honestly, I would rather have them bring back, like, the mythic items. Not the mythic system, but just the items. Like... It doesn't feel like the game's as fun as it was when there was, like, I could Gale Force fly into a fight, or someone, like, Gore Drinkers for, like, an entire HP bar, or they kill someone and go invisible from Duskblade, or, like, you know, like, it used to feel like items had more actives and they felt more fun. But now they don't feel as fun, and they're adding all this, like, jungle stuff here, like, hey, the game is fun, trust me, we still need to keep it balanced for pro play, but here's all this weird stuff in the river. It's like, okay... Cool, I guess. You know, like, junglers are happy, I guess. But, like, everyone else, like, I feel like, you know... I feel like everyone else is just bored out of their mind. And I know I am, even as a jungler. It's just, like, it's getting really repetitive. But obviously that's what happens when you play the same game for many, many, many years. Oh my god, she actually started the... Oh my god, I'm so curious to see what happens. Okay, so... Does she know how to cancel it? I wonder, will she outsmite me? Yo, Poppy, you have to outsmite me here. Like, I literally don't even have a smite. Come on, let's see it. Nah. Not like this. Okay, alright, I've had enough. Alright, that's about it. I don't think there's any more specifics. I think it's actually going to be good for Taric. It's going to be good for early game Taric. Builds, at least the new season. So that is it. See ya.